Hello Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to update 1.4, officially live right now on Xbox and PlayStation, and here's a reminder of what 1.4 actually contains. It's two updates in one. Xbox has been waiting for an update for nearly 4 months, and PlayStation, this will be really the big substantial first update you're going to receive. So what has it got in it? Well, the brand new vehicle, the Gunter. Now we have 3 cars max available on Dayz that you can currently go and find, repair and drive around. I'm going to be going through this as well as everything else you need to know about these updates. So for a refresher of everything you're expecting, come and make sure you like this video. Make sure you come join my Discord if you want to play on my Dayz Xbox and PlayStation servers. I'm going to be renting my own servers out. We've already got hundreds lined up to play on the servers, so if you want to play on the servers, come and join Discord and get a head start before I make them public for everyone else. The servers have just been turned off and the update is ready to go, so by the time you see this video you should be able to run onto an official server and go and get the best loot before everyone else grabs them M4s. Also, don't forget, if you're renting your own server, use my link in the description box down below and use my code JPG to get 10% off any server on Xbox and the PlayStation. Go and do that, guys, and let's go. So much to get through though, let's go. It's Dayz update day. So like I said, the new car, the Gunter, does top speed of around 112 miles per hour. It's good, it's reliable, and it's yet another mode of transport, hopefully adding to the other spawn points we already have rather than replacing them, making that us finding cars a little bit easier. A new feature also is that gloves and boots now take damage. Every time you start climbing a ladder or start using your gloves more, you are going to start wearing them down to the point that you could actually ruin your gloves and your boots from now on. Also, the biggest way to ruin your gloves is by sliding down ladders. So be very careful. If you don't have gloves on or your gloves are ruined, you have a risk of actually cutting yourself and causing yourself injury. You can see now my gloves are now worn from being pristine, and that's because I've gone up and down that ladder a good few times, so you're going to need to repair them just like the rest of your clothing. And look what happens when you slide down without any gloves. You can see I've started taking damage. I've now cut and I'm going to need to bandage myself. It's the same if you start running around without any shoes or boots on, you will start taking damage and you will have to actually repair yourself. Repair yourself is what am I repairing, a car? Also, some new features are dehydration. When poisoned, you're going to have to drink lots more water now if you do get poisoned. Healing items now work correctly. When you go ahead and use the EpiPen, it will restore your stamina if you've started running around. As you can see right now, my stamina's dropping. If I drop to my knees and start using this Epidren, it's going to refill it all the way up to where you last had it. Of course, it doesn't go beyond what your weight limit is. The only way to do that is by taking items off. It's crazy this has been in the game for so long, yet they've only just got it back working. Codeine pills now work correctly as well, or painkillers. You'll eat them, but you need to eat them before you get injured. So if you're about to have a firefight, you know it's going to happen, or you're going to have to run through some zombies. Pop some codeine pills before you get injured, and it will reduce how much damage it does to you, or at least give you the option to be able to run without having to limp around too much. They should also cure coughing, and charcoal tablets will also cure you of salmonella poison now. Morphine also works as intended now. If you do get injured, take it immediately and it will give you the option to get away. It will leave your healing state a little bit better and it will slowly start helping you to recover. It's not an instantaneous thing, it's not suddenly going to replenish all your health in one go, but it will stop you falling into any worse states, and like I said, it will cure most afflictions or most status modifiers. You can now carry 2 main weapons on your shoulders and back. You can replace one of your melee weapons like the shovel with another gun. So that's going to be really beneficial. No more having to hide guns in your backpacks. You can have 2 main ones. Of course, it's going to slow you down, but it does give you a little bit more maneuverability, as well as having to not muck about with your inventory every 2 seconds. I'm now completely in the game and now working for the KA, the M4, the Mosin and the SK. To use it or to lunge, hold the LT or L2 button and then press square or X depending on what platform you're playing on, and you will start lunging forward and attacking using your bayonet. You can also hit zombies with weapons now, no longer fumbling around trying to equip a melee weapon. You can now take aim and use whatever gun you've got as a melee weapon. You can now make wooden crates or find them and use them as stashes. They hold up to 50 slots and it's really useful if you want to just bury some stuff and got a stash in case you do get sniped. There are 5 grenades been added to the game, 2 explosive grenades, 2 variations of smoke grenades and 1 flashbang. This is the coloured smoke that comes in a variety of different colours. This one's purple and obviously it does the job. It's going to highlight stuff to players in and around the area as well as maybe conceal what you're doing. You have to double tap the X or the square button depending on what system you're on to activate the throw-in stance, and that's how you can throw your items, your grenades. I do believe you've got to press the RT or R2 button to unpin the grenades first though. You can attach grenades to certain vests that include smoke grenades as well as explosive ones, so you could make yourself a literal living bomb by running into zombies attached to your chest. Here's the regular smoke grenades in action, the white and the black, and don't forget as well that the flashbang will cause stamina loss if you're affected by it, as well as obviously blind you too. 3 brand new guns been added. These are variants of the KA as well as a VSS. You've got the KA which is a 101 and then you've got the KA which is a 74. The 74 uses 5.45 39 rounds and the 101 uses 5.56 times by 45mm rounds. Both operate in semi-auto mode and both use various attachments from the KA guns. So KA buttstock, KA optics, etc. They're the sort of things that you're going to be able to equip onto these 2 new weapons. Out of the 2, the K101 seems to have a little bit more stability and the 74's got a lot more power. Both versions I do believe come with tracer bullets, which would also give you more ammunition, more power against armoured players or through certain situations like wood and glass. The VSS uses 9x39mm rounds. It will come with a magazine and you will be able to put a scope on it, but that's pretty much it. Again, this one does come with armour piercing bullets variations as well. There is 3 brand new sights. You've got the Baraka sights, you've got the backup iron sights, and you've got the PSO-11 scope, which will go with the VSS rifle. You can finally use the tactical helmet how it's meant to be with night vision goggles. You can also equip the shrouds to them, they should be in the game too, but the night vision goggles are really what you want on the tactical helmet. It does take a little bit getting used to, but it's definitely going to add to the already nighttime scopes available in the game. You can also attach lights, universal lights, to the actual tactical helmet as well now. 2 new belts have been added to the game. You should have the civilian and the military belt, which basically give you 3 attachments. You can carry a holstered knife, a receiver and a water bottle if you have the correct apparatus for it. Pretty much all the stuff that usually attaches to a plate vest, now you'll be able to attach it to one of these belts. There are also now 4 pin or 4 combination locks in the game too, and you will also be able to break through doors if you keep on hitting them with melee weapons from now on. But these 4 dual combination locks will make it a little bit harder for people to get into your base. You're also able to add chem lights and handheld transceivers to your backpack stripes now, so they've basically got extra options to carry some of these items. Some other additions include strawberry jam, a baseball bat with nails in it. You'll also be able to get a handsaw from now on. And reading through the patch notes, I made a mistake earlier when I said there was only 3 scopes. It looks like there's 4 been added. They've slipped in the P187L scope. I'm going to have to look into further what that is actually for. Of course, one of the biggest changes is hopefully the fixing of duping and server hopping. Bohemia have installed the server hopping mechanic. If you're playing on just your regular server, you log out and you log back into the same server, you will appear in the same spot. However, if you change servers, you will actually spawn at a different spot and they're normally around the coast. They're not exactly the same as every single spawn spot, but they will be fairly decent or similar to some of them areas. Basically eliminating server hopping, you'll no longer be able to go hoovering up loot from 20 different servers. You'll have to keep running back and forth to the locations because you will be transported to other places. They haven't listed what they've done in the patch notes in terms of duping, but a big part of the duping was server hopping and players being able to find better loot and then dupe that. So hopefully that has been fixed. I will investigate that further on Xbox, where the problem was the most prevalent. Some of the tracer ammunition doesn't just work for the brand new guns though, it will work for some of the rifles already in the game, and you have got that new rifle ammo, like I said, the 545 and the 939 for the VSS, which does come in the armor piercing version. They've added quantity bars or quantity bar sort of counters for energy based items and the fireplace, and they've added a "you are here" marker on each tourist trail map stand so that you'll be able to look and see exactly where you are a little bit quicker and easier. They've added a whole bunch of different sounds for opening doors and unlocking doors, all sorts of things as well in terms of animations, brand new ones added and sounds added for some of the stuff too. So all in all, a good substantial update. It's a pity it's taken so long to hit Xbox, but it's here now. Let me know, guys, what you think about this update. Is this going to get you back into DayZ on Xbox? PS4, you guys probably haven't been that bored, but you probably have been bored of the duping situation and the server hopping. So this is going to fix that a lot. Servers are of course here as well, rentable servers. If you're going to rent your own server, make sure you use my link in the description box down below and my code to get 10% off. And if you want to play on a server, my servers will be open on Xbox, PlayStation for you guys. You just need to join Discord if you want to keep in the loop of what we're doing and join our Rat Bag Coalition. I hope this refresher has helped you out, guys. Enjoy Chinaris, run and get them M4s before anyone else, and come and play on my servers, which will be going live later on today. Until next time, laters.